Over 8 million people annually receive care from 5 main long-term care services. This statistic was found by the Family Care Alliance in a study they completed in 2015. This means that in the past year, over 8 million people were receiving care from home health agencies, nursing homes, hospices, residential care communities, and adult daycare centers. This agency did further research and found that over 12 million Americans worldwide, over 12 million Americans need help from long-term care facilities. Tragically, this means that nearly everyone in this room will have some connection to a nursing facility or the need for their services. Recently, I've been working towards getting my nursing assistant certification, and I had the opportunity to spend time at the CJE Lieberman Center, located in Skokie, Illinois. This center provides for over 200 patients with varying needs, from short-term rehabilitation to long-term nursing care to long-term dementia care. My time there impacted the way I view the elderly and nursing homes, and today I'm going to talk to you about my time volunteering, the need for more volunteers, and ways for you and others to get involved. CJE Lieberman Center can cater for up to 250 patients, and according to the Centers for Disease Control and a study they completed in 2014, there are nearly 15,000 nursing homes just like it in America. Therefore, there is no shortage of the need for volunteers at these homes. While these homes all cater to a variety of patients and they're located worldwide. While the nursing homes are filled with a skilled staff, the CDC also reported in their 2014 study that nearly 24% of nursing homes in America are run by non-for-profit ownership, which means they require the help of committed volunteers to make sure their facilities are running properly. The staff at all of these nursing homes are incredible. They work long hours and deal with difficult patients and challenging visitors. And when I spent time at Lieberman Center, I witnessed just how hard these staff work to make sure that everyone is cared for and in good condition. And I could see how grateful they were for any extra help and how far a little outside help could go. When I spoke with the volunteer coordinator, Deborah Granite, she explained to me that each volunteer adds something special to their facility, and any work they can do is so appreciated by the staff there. The need worldwide for help in nursing homes is abundant. And though these facilities are capable of functioning with the staff on hand, having volunteers there helps reduce the workload for these staff and brightens the residents' day, making the job easier for everyone involved. The American Healthcare Association found in a study done in 2016 that staff at nursing homes spend about 4 hours a day directly medically helping the patients. So this is a ton of time, and that's only considering the time done to help with medical needs. It's not inclusive of the time spent transferring the patients, preparing for activities, helping with meals, or simply talking to the patients. All the staff work so hard, and the volunteers help reduce the weight of their job and the stress they must endure daily. While the need for volunteers may not seem to apply to you directly now, this is an issue that will eventually touch all of us. The study mentioned earlier, done by the Family Care Alliance, found that by 2050, the number of individuals using paid long-term care services in any setting, for example, home, residential care, such as assisted living or skilled nursing facilities, will likely double from 13 million using services in 2000 to 27 million people. This estimate is influenced by growth in the population of older people in need of care. So, the truth is that everyone in this room will know someone in need of medical assistance from a nursing home, and the rapid increase of those using nursing home services will also require an increase in those working at facilities able to provide the care. And with all of the staff working so hard to take care of patients, volunteers will simply help the burden they feel. Spending time at Lieberman Center, I was able to see how far even simple acts could go. I saw the relief from the nursing staff's eyes when I offered to transfer a patient, and they were then able to give medical attention to another resident in need. Tiny acts that felt so minor to me seemed to be making a big difference. Simply sitting down and talking with a resident, asking about their day, genuinely caring about their answer, and interacting with them made a huge difference, and I felt good knowing that I was helping in some small way. Seeing my ability to make a difference enriched my experience and proved that my time at Lieberman was just as beneficial for me as it was for anyone there. Becoming involved at Lieberman Center was so simple, it took just a few short steps, and these steps allowed me to make a big difference. In order for anyone to get involved in a nursing home, you have to first consider how you'd like to be involved and find a place that appeals to you and you feel you would fit in. Nursing home facilities require a certain type of staff, so locations such as Lieberman require you to fill out an application and then meet in person to make sure you're fit for that facility. By having more people involved in different areas of the nursing home, you can maximize the effect of your help. So having people help in meal preparation or activity planning or simply being with the residents is helping a greater amount of people in a shorter amount of time. When you go there, residents have their day brightened by getting to interact with new, unfamiliar, and friendly faces, and the staff is able to accomplish more in a shorter amount of time because the volunteers are there to interact with the residents and make sure they're being taken care of. The solution to the lack of volunteers in nursing homes can easily be implemented when citizens like you and me can apply to nursing homes and find a facility that fits us. Nursing homes vary greatly in the type of care given, the type of resident present, and the type of facility used, so it's important to find a good fit for you. More specifically, speaking about Lieberman Center, in order to become involved, you must first contact the volunteer coordinator. She'll then send you an application, which you fill out and return to her. The application is not extensive and just requires basic information to make sure that you're a safe and committed volunteer for the Lieberman Center. Afterwards, you meet with the coordinator and other staff members in person to discuss how you'd like to be involved. And this is the opportunity for you to discuss your availability in areas where you feel you'll excel as a volunteer. Having this meeting makes volunteering a possibility for anyone, even those with busy schedules or certain restrictions. Another way to get involved is by visiting any loved one you may have in a nursing home. People often find it hard to find the time, but even spending just a short time there can make a huge difference in this person's life. And though the process is sometimes emotionally draining, knowing that you can make such an impact in a short amount of time seems worthwhile. With such a simple process, it's hard to believe that more people don't get involved in nursing homes where there's such a need. The difference that you can make in taking these few short steps is truly immeasurable. If people don't get involved and donate their time to volunteer at nursing homes, many of these non-for-profit nursing homes will have a hard time continuing to function at the level and pace they currently do. Again, citing the Family Caregiver Alliance study done in 2015, they found that between 1985 and 1999, the number of adults 65 and older requiring nursing home care raised from 1.3 million to 1.5 million. And in the past years, this number has continued to rise. There's always need for more space, more help, and volunteers can help relieve this burden. The more residents there are, the more staff needed, and volunteers are there to simply show the residents that they're cared for and that they're in a safe place with people happy to help. Speaking with the volunteer coordinator, she explained to me that volunteers are really a necessary part of their day-to-day operation, and that they are so committed to having these volunteers, they're willing to adjust their schedule to make sure that people have the time and availability to come in and help out in the ways they'd like to. So many people will need the help of a nursing home, either for themselves or a loved one, and if we don't continue to stay involved and show support for these homes, they won't be able to grow and function as well as they have been. Clearly, nursing homes are a vital part to the functioning of our society, and the incredible staff and volunteers are what allow these facilities to continue to help so many wonderful people. Getting involved by donating your time and your compassion is easy to do and can be scheduled around you and your skill set. In taking the time to become involved, you're not only helping to relieve the pressure faced by the staff, but you're brightening the days of residents and brightening your own day knowing that you're making a difference. The abundance of nursing homes worldwide proves that there's a huge prevalence and need for volunteers to help out, and you could be making a tremendous difference in someone's life. Remember the amount of people in need of nursing home care and the hard work done daily by the caring staff. Remember the amount of people whose lives you could impact by getting involved and research a place near you to make a difference. Yeah.
How was your nursing assistant class?
I actually recently finished, so I have to take a test to get the certification, but I'm done with the class and the clinicals, which were a really great experience. Thank you.